my amigo friends. Hope you're all doing well tonight. We're going to get going with our budget video here. Jennifer's still working in the office, so I just came outside. Just feel a little peaceful for a few seconds. So anyway, we're going to get at her. Hope you guys enjoy and get something out of it. And if you do, please like the video. And if you really like it, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Yeah, I'll turn it over to my beautiful wife here. We'll get at her.
Hola mis amigos. I just wanted to go over our May budget quickly. There wasn't anything too drastic. I mean, we did go over. Some of the areas that we went over were at the vet. I felt that Cece wasn't acting quite himself. He was shaking a lot at odd times, like he's always shook when he's anxious or nervous or whatever, but he was doing it at odd times and prolonged, and it was just not himself, and he's not as playful, and it can be contributed, I think, to heat or age, and it could have been dismissed as that, but I wasn't comfortable. I wanted to make sure that he was okay, that I wasn't missing out on something. So I paid to have some blood work done, which was pretty expensive. It was 5,540 pesos for the vet this month, or in the month of May. And I only budget 500, so it was 10 times more than what I budgeted for. But in the end, I'm very glad I did. Cece is fine, but he has what they call mud in the bladder now. I don't know if that's what they call it back in Canada. I had him explain to me what he meant, and the bile in your gallbladder is usually liquid, and there's a spot in Cece's gallbladder where it's thickening and it's muddy. If we had let it continue without checking it, it would have eventually gone more mucus texture, and then finally hardened into a gallbladder stone, which would have involved surgery. Now, I don't know what the treatment is yet. The doctor wants to get the ultrasound report from the other doctor first before he decides on treatment, but it sounds like it'll be like an oral treatment, whether, I don't know if that'll be pills or liquid, or I don't know, but it won't be surgery. So that 5,000 pesos in May for the blood work is probably going to save me a significant amount of money in the long run. And it's not affecting him much. Like I say, it was it could have been very easy to dismiss these symptoms. So he still is happy, playful self. He's just less happy and playful at times. We sold our Figo, so yay. We had, I think Daryl did a video on that, but we had help with our friends to do that. So we got all the money into our bank in May. That was 115,000 pesos. The placas, the plates for the new Dodge Attitude were in May, so that's 1,900 extra. We took an overnight trip to Homún, Mexico. It's about an hour south, I believe, of Merida. It's an area where there's like thousands or hundreds, maybe not thousands, but at least hundreds of cenotes. And so we checked out, I think, 6 or 7 cenotes in the area, and we spent the night in something. Sorry, I don't remember. We did videos on that, so go look it up. See where we stayed for the night. But anyways, it was 2,200 pesos for that overnight trip. It was 1,100 pesos for the cabin we stayed in, and then we spent another 1,100 in eating out and gas, etc. Where else did we go over? We bought accessories for the new Dodge Attitude. It was a car cover because we don't have a parkade or covered parking or garage or anything like that, where we have a parking pad but it's exposed to the air. So we bought that, and we bought Daryl got an armrest for his right arm when he's driving. We bought some things from Amazon. You may have seen us play videos of Cece in the pouch. That was from Amazon, and we bought some other things. I needed new slippers and just things like that. So I don't really have a budget item for what we buy from Amazon, and I usually only buy from Amazon what I can't find locally. And well, I'm sure I can find it all locally, but again, I work full time, so I don't have time to be going from store to store finding what it is I look for when Amazon's got it right there. I do want to break that habit at some point, but maybe when I retire, because right now it's just too darn easy. And we went over on our groceries a little bit. So between the groceries and the auto accessories, 3,500 pesos there. I want to talk about a little bit how I break down our new rent budget, because I'm still keeping the budget item at 21,000 pesos. But at this place, we also have to pay for pool cleaning, water, garbage. And besides that, breaking our lease at the place in Merida cost us a significant amount of money, 31,500 in total. We lost. We had paid a $42,000 deposit. They returned 10,500 to us, which was generous of them because, as I say, we broke the contract, so they didn't have to return anything. So we have to recoup 31,500 to do that. So I'm keeping the rent budget at 21,000 to cover all of those things. Now it's going to take several months to recover the money that we lost to deposit, and we should, when we move in August, we should recoup it at a little higher rate because we'll be saving on some utilities. So April through July, we are recouping 2,380 pesos per month. So by the time we move in August, we will have paid, we will have recouped 9,520 of that. So it's slow, but I can't just kiss that money goodbye. It's kind of goodbye, but I'm just using future income to recoup it. Anyways, maybe it's just silly and just say it's gone, but that's how I decided to do it. So we did receive a water bill, but it wasn't a complete month. It was 150 pesos. We have received a garbage bill. It was 170 pesos, and I think that's a flat fee. I think every month it's going to be 170 pesos. Pool cleaning we decided to take on ourselves, but we still have to buy supplies. So I've only allotted 100 pesos for that, which probably isn't enough. We'll see. I bought two containers, I should say, of pucks. We'll see how many months that might last. So we'll see. So you can see these numbers for yourself when Daryl posts them up at the end of this video. I want to scooch over to June a little bit because we've revamped things. We'll discuss this more maybe next month, but we have increased our budget somewhat because we are going over every month. But again, we can discuss that with June's budget. So I hope you enjoyed that. again, we'd like to know what your experiences were with your budget this month. How do you do it differently? I'm considering different things. Some people just keep track of what they spent in a month and tell you what they spent in that category rather than the way I do it. But I'm not sure I can do that because there's so many cash transactions. And again, my full-time job is not my budget. I have a full-time job. I can't be counting my pennies that way. But we'll see. You know, maybe I'll try it one month. We'll see. So that's it. I'm going to sign off. And Cece's just fine. See? He's just fine. And he was so good at the vet today. Yeah, he was fine. An ultrasound is not too painful, so I had his head and they waved the wand all over his innards and he's doing good. So, adios, amigos.
Adios.
See you next month.
Have a good day.